let's just jump right in, okay? Look, I've been keeping y'all up to date on the community tab on YouTube, right? Which I'm gonna be real honest with you, I'm not 100% a fan of, but I would rather at least like write something for you guys if I can't post. You know what I mean? And this past couple weeks has been ridiculous, okay? Look, like, I've had so many contractors at my fucking house, and most of the big work is finished. However, electricians piss me off sometimes with how many shortcuts they try to do. Because the contractors that were here recently found out that the electricians that were here in the beginning didn't complete their fucking job, so now these contractors can't complete their fucking job, so they just left. And now I have to get the fucking company back over here. It's... If I were to have known all this shit that was gonna happen over here the first year that I've been here, I would have moved somewhere else. But most of it's fucking over with, and by September, it should all be good. Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping. Because this is really irritating. And this has been going on for like a whole 2 minutes. Ew. Okay, so let's just skip all that blah blah blah, okay? And let's get into this video, right? That's what you're fucking here for. So, yeah, let's talk about... I got two videos on the screen right now. Let's talk about the movie... the TV show Legion, right? So this is a series that takes us on like a psychedelic journey into the world of mutants and mental illness. Created by Noah Hawley, Legion is a marvel of storytelling that aired from 2017 to 2019. It's not just any superhero show, though. It's a cerebral experience that defies the norms of the genre. At the heart of Legion is David Haller, played by the brilliant Dan Stevens. Diagnosed with schizophrenia, David's life is a whirlwind of psychiatric hospitals and confusion. But what if I told you, his perceived mental illness is actually a manifestation of his, mutant powers? Legion flips the script on the superhero narrative. It's a tale of self-discovery and battling inner demons, literally, okay? With an unreliable narrator, the show keeps you guessing what's real and what's not. The supporting cast is just as compelling. Rachel Keller's Sid Barrett, Aubrey Plaza's Lenny Busker, and the rest of the ensemble bring depth to this twisted tale. And let's not forget the show's visual style. It's trippy, surreal, and just stunning. Okay? From its narrative structure to its visual flair, Legion is a unique beast. It's received critical acclaim for its bold approach, and it's easy to see why. The show is a feast for the senses and the intellect. So Legion, I feel, is a must-watch for anyone who loves to have their mind expanded and their perceptions challenged. It's a show that doesn't just entertain, it transforms you. Okay? Oh, my Dollar Tree has had these 2 for $1. So, yeah. I gotta wake the fuck up. It's only 6 or 7 in the morning right now. Anyway, Legion, the TV show, has a unique connection to the X-Men universe. It's centered around David, who is the powerful and mentally ill son of Professor X. The showrunner, Noah Hawley, has stated that while Legion takes place within the continuity of the X-Men franchise, it does so in a way that is not directly tied to the movie's timeline. You get what I'm saying? This series is set in a time where mutants are not public knowledge, which suggests it occurred before the events of X-Men Days of Future Past, where mutants became widely recognized. However, Hawley also mentioned that the show operates with enough flexibility to not be constrained by the existing movie timelines. This allows Legion to explore its narrative without being limited by the events of the X-Men films. However, the show has also been described as existing in a universe that is far enough away from the X-Men movies, but it still lives in that universe. In essence, Legion is part of the X-Men universe but follows its own path, which allows the show to delve into the character story and complexities without being overshadowed by the larger X-Men narrative. Legion features a fascinating array of mutants, each with their own unique abilities. Some of the mutants that appear in them are Amal Ferric, the Shadow King, a powerful psychic entity that can manipulate the minds of others. Carrie Loudermilk, a brilliant scientist who can merge with his counterpart Carrie. Charles Xavier. Everybody fucking knows him, right? David's father, who has the ability to read and control minds. David, the protagonist with vast psychic powers, including telepathy and telekinesis. Carrie Loudermilk shares a body with Carrot and is skilled in combat. Oliver Bird has abilities in the astral plane and can create elaborate illusions. Ptolemy Wallace can manipulate memories and enter the memories of others. Rudy, another mutant whose specific abilities are not detailed in the show. Sydney Barrett can switch bodies with anyone she touches. Walter, the Eye, has the power of illusion and can alter his appearance. These characters, along with the others, contribute to the rich and complex world of Legion, where the exploration of their powers often intertwines with personal and existential struggles. Get this. So David's powers, right, in the show, evolve significantly over the course of the show. Initially, he is portrayed as a troubled young man with the diagnosis of schizophrenia. But as the series progresses, it becomes clear that what he perceives as symptoms are actually manifestations of his abilities. Okay? In the beginning, his powers are, I'll say, uncontrolled and chaotic, often causing harm to himself and those around him. He struggles with distinguishing reality from hallucinations, a challenge compounded by the presence of the parasitic entity known as the Shadow King within his mind. As David learns more about his abilities and begins to understand the extent of his powers, he starts to gain control over them. His powers include, but are not limited to, reality warping, matter manipulation, telekinesis, teleportation, energy projection, force field projection, telepathy, mental manipulation, illusion manipulation, and astral manipulation. Throughout the series, David's journey is one of self-discovery, obviously, and mastery over his powers. He transitions from being a victim of his abilities to harnessing them, even though his journey is fraught with internal and external conflicts. By the end of the series, David has become one of the most powerful mutants with the near godlike control over his abilities, which is both awe-inspiring and terrifying for those around him. Legion explores the evolution of David's powers alongside his personal growth, making his character arc one of the most compelling aspects of the whole series. And with all that said, how do you feel about the show? Have you watched it? Will you watch it? I need to know. Okay. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.